putting together today's senior events.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Indiana High Baseball. We're at the White Township Recreation Complex. This is Jack Benedict with you on this afternoon. And today, the Indiana Indians take on Burrell, the high school that they beat yesterday, and with Indiana's victory yesterday, qualified for the WPIAL playoffs. It's senior day today, and 3 seniors for the Indiana team. Let me give you the batting order first of all. And for Burrell, they're in with a record of 4-8. After the loss yesterday, they dropped to 3-6. Leading off will be the shortstop Brady Stone. The center fielder batting number 2 is A.J. McClafferty. Batting in the number 3 spot is the first baseman, Joe Druga. Hitting in the 4 spot will be the DH, Phil Walsh, and he will be batting in that spot for the left fielder, Cash Weibel. Batting in the number 5 spot is Tristan Kenozovich, and he is playing in right field. The third baseman, Quad Kirkshaw, is playing at third base, batting in the number 6 spot. Hitting 7th is the pitcher Isaac Lisinski. Batting 8th, the catcher Ryan Sheftik. And in the number 9 spot is the second baseman Dylan McCallop. The lineup for Burrell today, coming into this game, as we mentioned, with a record of 4-8. Indiana with a victory yesterday and sewing up another WPIAL playoff spot. They could end up third, they could end up fourth, but they know that they'll be playing again when the regular season ends. Head coach is Bill Thompson. His team is 8-6 now and 5-4 after the victory yesterday. Leading it off is center fielder Zach Tortorella, one of the 3 seniors. He'll play in center field, as we said, leading it off. Batting number 2 is the catcher Stephen Budesh. Hitting third is third baseman Ben Ryan. Cleanup and the pitcher today is Gavin Homer. Batting in the number 5 spot, left fielder Michael Tortorella. Hitting 6th is the second baseman, that's Lincoln Trussell. He too is a senior. In the number 7 spot, or number 6 spot, is Brandon Yanity. He'll play at shortstop. Hitting 7th, right fielder Garrison Doherty, yesterday's winning pitcher. Batting in the number, next batter is Nick Love. He'll play at first base. And Tim Birch is the EH today. If you're not familiar, I go with 10 batters today. The EH is the extra hitter, and he is in that spot today, batting in the number 10 spot, actually. With a victory yesterday and 8-6 now on the year, Garrison Doherty gave them just what they needed. Not only a victory, but he went 6 innings, 6 strong innings, and then he was relieved by Giese. Connor Giese came on and finished it up for Indiana. They'd been struggling, really. They've been leaving a lot of men on base, and their bullpen has faltered them on several occasions. In fact, the last couple of games in which we televised and broadcast, they were having some problems. So they're back on cue today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
As far as the day is concerned, it's kind of cloudy right now. We get some sunshine here and there. It's breezy, and the wind blows from left field to right field.
Today's starting lineup,
and the field is in excellent condition. They really have manicured this field very, very well in the games that we've had over here in the home games that Indiana has fashioned. So we'll see how they do today. They get down near the end of the season, a couple of weeks to go before the playoffs begin. And don't forget, the Teddy Bear Fund Drive game is coming up on Saturday with Indiana and Homer Center in their annual batter. For Indiana, they come into the game with a team batting average of .322, so they've gotten some pretty good hitting here from some of these youngsters, the underclassmen, that have helped to lead the way. And pitching-wise, they're giving up 5 runs a game, which is, for high school, it's on a par. And actually, these days, it's probably on a par for Major League Baseball, too. As we mentioned, Doherty yesterday came away with the victory, a much-needed victory for Indiana. And so that propelled them into the WPIAL playoffs. Wherever you may be listening, may be viewing, Renda Digital broadcast here today. I know that members of the Tortorella family said that they've got relatives in the Northern Virginia area that'll be looking on today. So Indiana In the field, here's the way they
Leading off
line
for
up.
the Burrell Bucks,
The
number
outfield
3,
with
the
brothers
shortstop,
Michael
Brady
Tortorella in left,
Stone.
Zach Tortorella in center, Garrison Doherty in right. The infield of
Your
Ben
batter
Bryant
for
at third,
Indiana on the mound,
Brandon
Gavin
Yanity in
Homer,
short,
catching
Lincoln
Stephen
Trussell at second,
Budash.
Nick Love at first. Behind the plate is Stephen Budash, and on the mound is right-hander Gavin Homer, who this year has been one of their top hitters on the year, and he's thrown 20 and 2/3 innings so far with an ERA of 4.74. Leading it off for Burrell, left-hand hitting shortstop, Brady Stone takes a strike. Homer's pitch, swing, line, left field, base hit. Well, there goes the no-hitter. First man up, and he lines it into left going the opposite way.
Now
Yesterday,
number 15, A.J. McClafferty.
not a whole lot of hitting either way, but Indiana got good pitching, played really good defense, did not commit an error, and came away with a 5-0 win. Batting second is A.J. McClafferty. He is the center fielder, right-hand batter. Stone leads off first. Strike one at the knees. Your umpires today, Marty Knesevich is on the bases, and Tony Sutil behind the plate. Into a stretch, the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. We just want to mention, and we all have sent our condolences to Tony on the death of his father recently. Tony Sr., Indiana County Hall of Famer, passed away at the age of 90. And there's a throw to first, runner back. And he loved his sports. There's no question about it, no matter what it was. And so we will remember him, that's for sure. 2 strikes on the hitter. McClafferty, runner going. Foul tip back to the screen, and it's 0-2. On deck hitters, the first baseman, Joe Druga. So the section shows Knock, North Catholic, Indiana, and Highlands, the top 4 teams. We'll watch a runner this time. He's going again. Foul tip in and out of the glove of Budash. McClafferty stays alive. They've been sending Stone on the last couple of pitches, so we'll see what they do here, even though McClafferty is behind in the count. Gavin Homer throws to first again. Safely diving back in. Stone. Runner leads. Pretty good lead from first. Throw to, I think they got him. They did. They picked him off. Well, it was not good enough for Stone. And Gavin picked him off. 1-3. First out recorded right there. Just edged out a little bit too far. Well, let's see. Bill Thompson has to bring out a new glove for his first baseman, Nick Love. And maybe on the tag on that play, it needs some repair work now. So Gavin ready to go. Outside with a pitch, and the count is 1-2 on A.J. McClafferty with 1 out now and nobody on. Top of the first. The pitch. Inside, backed him out. 2-2. Outfield straight away. Breaking ball, just missed it, and it's 3-2 now. Full count on McClafferty, batting in the 2 spot. He's the center fielder. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Came back with a fastball. 2 men out now, nobody on. Bringing up the number 3 hitter, the first baseman, Joe Druga. Well, I did some research, but it didn't pay off. We couldn't find any statistics for this Burrell team anywhere. So we'll just go with what we have. Pitches inside, ball one. We'll field a lot of those numbers for you on the Indiana side. Swing and a chop foul outside of third and over the fence down there, and 1 ball, 1 strike. A little bit of sunshine right now, and this time the flag blowing from left field to right field, switched around a little bit. There's a ball in the hole into left field, and it's the second hit of the inning. Joe Druga comes through with a hit. No opportunity for Yanity to make a play on it.
The designated hitter, Phil Walsh.
2-out single by Druga brings up the DH, Phil Walsh. One of just a couple of seniors on this team. Walsh, a senior. Kenzovich is a senior. From the stretch, the pitch, high, ball one. 2 hits in the inning, but with a pickoff of Stone, 2 men out, runner at first. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike on the cleanup hitter, DH Phil Walsh. Homer ready to work. Here it is. Lined foul off the right side screen, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Man at first, 2 men out. Top of the first. Burrell batting against Indiana's Gavin Homer. And he'll work from the stretch. And there goes a runner. Breaking ball outside. The ball still threw him out. That ball got hung up in Budash's glove, and he still threw him out. And the play goes from 2 to 6. So the defense really showed up in the inning. No runs, 2 hits. Nobody left. Indiana coming to bat in the bottom of the first. It's nothing.
Indiana coming to bat.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Attention pizza lovers, you have to try this pizza. It's simply the best in town. Lutz's Pizza, open for a little more than a month. Word is spreading of just how good this pizza is. Lutz's Pizza offers pizza by the slice, pepperoni, pepperoni mushroom, plain, deluxe, and specialty pizzas like barbecue chicken and pierogi. No other crust compares to this. Stay tuned for grand opening in June. This is a must-stop. Lutz's Pizza, 25 North 8th Street, next to Six Hand Bakery, downtown Indiana.
Batting second, number 31.
Here we go, bottom of the first, and Indiana coming up defensively for Burrell. They line up this way in the outfield. Cash Weibel in left field. Austin McClafferty is in center. Shaggy Kenzovich in right. Quade Kirchart is at third. Brady Stone at short. Dylan McCallum at second. Joe Druga is at first. Behind the plate is Ryan Sheftick, and Isaac Lisinski is the pitcher. He's a right-hander.
Number 7, Garrison Doherty.
Leading off will be the center fielder, one of the 3 seniors for Indiana today, Zach Tortorella. And Zach yesterday had a good day. He went 2 for 2. He scored a run, and his average hiked up to 348. Zach has a home run this year, 14 runs scored, leads the team, as well as his 12 stolen bases. He has knocked in 3 runs on the year. He's been at the top of the order, and recently he'd been struggling, so they put him at the bottom of the order. He's back up there as the leadoff man. And he swings on the first pitch, and he pops it up off the right side where the second baseman, Kenzovich, goes over and makes the catch. That's 1 up and 1 down.
Now batting, Steven Budash.
Stephen Budash coming up, the number 2 batter and the catcher for Indiana. Heck of a throw, cutting down a runner to end the first inning. And as I mentioned, that ball got stuck in the webbing of his glove, but it didn't matter. He still gunned him down. Ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes on Budash. He swings on the second pitch and fouls it off to the right, and the count goes to 1-1. Yesterday went 1 for 2. And Stephen leads the team in doubles with 6. He has knocked in 8 runs this year, and he also has tripled once. 1 man out. Breaking ball, pops this one off the right side over the dugout. Couple of strikes on him. One ball, 2 strike. Nobody on. No score. Lesinski delivers. Low for a ball. 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ben Ryan on deck. The pitch. Ground ball in the hole is short. Stone couldn't get it, and it rolls into left field. He was there, but it went through him into left field, and Budash is on. Ben Ryan coming up, the third baseman, hitting in the number 3 spot. Ben is only a sophomore, but he's got some
the game as a courtesy runner for
pretty good numbers.
Catcher Stephen Budash. Number 28, Adam Coburn. Coburn, courtesy runner for Budash.
Adam Coburn is going in as a courtesy runner for the catcher. Ryan steps in from the right side. Couple of homers this year, leads the team. The pitch, he swings and he fouls it out of play. Almost into the other field. 1 strike. Some of the other numbers, leads the team in hitting at .419 and 2 homers. 18 hits on the year, has knocked in 12 runs. The pitch, down and in for a ball. Ben 1 for 3 yesterday, scored a run and knocked in 2. Throw to first, diving back in is Coburn, a courtesy runner. 1 on, 1 out, no score, bottom of the first, Indiana batting. Lesinski, runner going, swinging a foul ball past the third base coach, Dan Petrov. And so Indiana was hitting and running. These are things that we really enjoy watching on the high school level and the collegiate level, if you watched IUP anytime this year. And that is, they're still hitting and running. They're still sacrificing. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And no way they're going to get Coburn, who steals second base. And Ryan goes down on strikes swinging.
Now batting Gavin Homer.
Runner in scoring position now. And Gavin Homer, today's starting pitcher, coming up. 0 for 4 yesterday. Leads the team with 16 RBIs, and he has homered once this year. Looks at a pitch outside for a ball. Ball popped out of the glove of Sheftick, the catcher, but no advancement, but he does. He must have been crossed up because he goes out halfway to the mound to talk with his pitcher, Lesinski, and no computerized buttons to push. It's the old lay down their fingers and thumbs. 1 ball, no strikes on Homer. Coburn is second. 2 men out. Pitch. There is a shot into left field. It is going to be caught on a line. I thought it might drop, but it did not, and it hung up there, and Weibel came over and made the catch.
In the bottom of the first, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. Your score after 1 complete.
No runs, 1 hit,
Indiana 0,
1 man left, 1
Burrell
inning.
0.
0-0 score. We'll be right back.
Person who enjoys arts and crafts, then 7th Street Marquetry is the place for you. 7th Street Marquetry is a handmade art featuring local artisans, crafters, and goods from around the U.S. Pottery, soaps, candles, goat cheeses, yogurts, teas, coffees, jellies, antiques, workshops, and more. Christina Nickel is also the originator of It's a Wonderful Life jewelry line. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays, 10 to 3. Visit 7th Street Marquetry, 672 Philadelphia Street, Indiana.
This is Attorney Patrick Doherty. Do you need legal help? The Law Office of Patrick Doherty specializes in criminal law, wills, and personal injury. Visit my office at 737 Water Street in Indiana and let me put my years of experience to work for you.
Thinking of adding a pet to your family? Consider adopting, not shopping. Local shelters have great dogs, cats, and other animals waiting for a forever home. Please support Four-Footed Friends, ICHS, and other local shelters when looking for a new pet. And don't surprise someone with a pet, but with a promise to adopt a pet that they choose.
Back at the White Township Recreation Complex, Indiana High Baseball. This is Jack Benedict with you here. On a Tuesday afternoon, it's 0-0. And we go to the top of the second inning. And Phil Walsh, the designated hitter, who was batting when Budash cut down the runner attempting to steal second base. So Walsh will be back in there. Right-hand hitter is batting in the fourth spot as the DH. Gavin Homer on the mound. His first pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Homer struck out a batter and gave up 2 hits in the first inning, but the good defense with a pickoff and then cutting down the runner on an attempted steal, low for a ball, and it's 2-0. Chopped off the left side and over in front of the Burrell dugout for a strike. 2-1 on Walsh, right-hand hitter. Now the wind and the pitch. Popped up, right side, right fielder, Doherty, he's got it.
Now batting number 10.
1 up, 1 down.
Kensovich.
Tristan Kensovich, they call him Shaggy. And he steps in from the left side. Playing in right field today. 1 man out, nobody on. Homer's first pitch. He swings on the first pitch, and he's got a base hit into left center field, where Michael Tortorella makes the play and gets it back into the infield. And we're rolling here with 1 on and 1 out in the top of the second. 3 hits now for Burrell.
Wade Kirchart.
About as many as they had yesterday all day. Quade Kircharts, the third baseman, is now batting. He's a right-hand batter. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch, low for a ball. Next pitch, he hits it softly to second base. It's going to be a double play. Soft liner to the second baseman, Trusso, and he just lobbed it over to first, and the defense comes through again. So it's no runs. On a hit, nobody left.
For Burrell in the top
Bottom of the second, we
no
have a
runs, 1 hit,
nothing
no one
game.
left. Your score after 1.5 innings, Burrell 0, Indiana 0.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
In sports, game plans are essential to the success of the team. The same can be said for the game of life. What kind of game plan do you have to protect your valuable assets like home, car, business, income, renters, motorcycles, and IRAs? When was the last time you had a comprehensive insurance review? The William G. Meckling Insurance Agency can develop a game plan just for you. For a comprehensive insurance review, call the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, 1359 Philadelphia Street, Indiana, because it's always something.
This is Attorney Patrick Doherty. Do you need legal help? The Law Office of Patrick Doherty specializes in criminal law, wills, and personal injury. Visit my office at 737 Water Street in Indiana and let me put my years of experience to work for you.
Bottom of the second inning, Indiana coming up in a 0-0 game against the right-hand slants of Isaac Lisinski. Freshman left fielder Michael Tortorella batting. Right-hand batter. And the freshman having a really good first year. 1 for 4 yesterday. He scored a run. First pitch from Lisinski. He swings and he hits it in the left field for a base hit. That was a low pitch and he just lobbed it into left field and a base hit for Michael Tortorella, batting .353, as we said. And he leads the team now with his hit. He now has 19 hits on the year, and that breaks the tie with Ben Ryan. Lincoln Trussell coming up, second baseman. Trussell, who made the defensive play a moment ago. Trussell starting to come along. He's above the 300 mark now. He's batting at .302. Tortorella taking an average lead at first. First pitch is inside for a ball. Trussell has homered once this year and also has tripled once. He's got a couple of doubles. Throw to first and Michael is back. Yesterday, Lincoln was 1 for 3, scored a run, knocked in a run. No score, runner at first, nobody out. Lisinski's pitch. He hits a ball into left field between short and third. First 2 men up, 2 men on.
Now batting Brandon Yanity.
Third hit of the game for Indiana already. Nobody out, and Brandon Yanity coming up, the shortstop. Indiana has something going here in the bottom of the second inning. Yanity was 1 for 2 yesterday and knocked in a couple of runs. He's batting .312. And the first baseman, Druga, is playing in. No showing bunt, foul ball out of play off to the left, 1 strike on Yanity. Runners lead from first and second. The pitch. He looks at a breaking ball that just caught the corner for a strike. Check swing. Yanity fooled on the breaking ball. Lisinski trying to get out of trouble here with Tortorella and Trussell leading off with back-to-back hits. The pitch. Too high. 1-2.
Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands.
1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. Yanity. 2 men on, nobody out. The pitch. And he hits a fly ball to right field and deep. Cruising over and making the catch over there was Kensovich. Michael Tortorella tags up and goes to third.
Now batting Garrison Doherty.
Runners at the corners now at first and third with 1 out. Garrison Doherty, one of the heroes from yesterday, the winning pitcher. He went 6 strong innings and came away with the win for Indiana that solidified them a spot in the playoffs. Right-hand batter runs it first and third and 1 out. Lisinski will work now from the stretch and steps off. Doherty was 0 for 3 yesterday, but with the pitching performance, that's okay. He did what he had to do. Throw to first, diving back in, runner safe. That was pretty close. Truesdale at first, Michael Tortorella at third. Throw again to first, a little bit high, but Druga hauls it in. Doherty still waiting for a pitch from Lisinski. Here it is. Runner going. Pitch is high. Throw to second base. Nobody covering. Nobody there. Ball goes into center field. Indiana gets a run. Tortorella scores. And Truesdale is all the way over to third. And it's 1-0, Indiana with the lead. Well, here's a situation with Truesdale at third, and we'll see if they're going to play the infield. This remains back, although the first baseman, Druga, come again. Ball is high, and the count is 2 balls and no strikes on Doherty. This is where I would like a rule to be instituted and have for years of a team error. Somebody should have made that play inside for a ball, and it's 3-0. So the catcher, I guess, will get the error. Second baseman looked at the shortstop. Shortstop looked at second baseman, and nobody did anything. Here's the pitch. That's high, ball 4. Once again, the corners are occupied. First and third, 1 run in. Indiana leads 1-0.
Now batting, Tim Birch.
Tim Birch coming up. First and third. And the pitch. He swings and he fouls it off the left side, and runner was going. Garrison was running. Left-hand batter went 0 for 1 yesterday. Freshman batting at 182. Saw him pitch the other day in the last home game. Throw to first, high, runner back in. Indiana leads 1-0. Now the stretch and the pitch shows bunt. Bunts it off the left side. Third baseman comes in, makes the play. Runner coming home, slides safely in. And they got him in. So beautiful bunt by Birch. The play went from 1-3 on the sacrifice. He'll get himself an RBI. 2-0. Indiana with the lead, extending their lead as Truesdale scores. And it is now a 2-0 game.
Now batting number 27, Zach Tortorella.
Top of the order now, Zach Tortorella coming up. Popped up to the second baseman, McCallop, in the first innings. 2-0 Indiana, bottom of the second. And another runner out there in scoring position. The pitch, thrown back to the screen on a hopper or two. And over to third base is scampering on a wild pitch, Doherty. Runner at third, another runner out there to be plated if Zach can come through here. 1 ball, no strikes. Lisinski pitch. There's a shot into center field, but it is going to be measured and caught by McClafferty. So the inning is over, but Indiana comes up with 2 runs in the inning to take a 2-0 lead, and they picked up a couple of hits and 1 man left. 2 innings in the book, and your score here is Indiana 2 and Burrell 0.
Person who enjoys arts and crafts, then 7th Street Marquetry is the place for you. 7th Street Marquetry is a handmade artisans boutique featuring local artisans, crafters, and goods from around the U.S. Pottery, soaps, candles, goat cheeses, yogurts, teas, coffees, jellies, antiques, workshops, and more. Christina Nickel is also the originator of It's a Wonderful Life jewelry line. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays, 10 to 3. Visit 7th Street Marquetry, 672 Philadelphia Street, Indiana.
Your home. What do you see? Do you just see 2 stories or the stories of your toddler's first steps? Now think about your car. Do you see an odometer reading or your kids reading in the back seat? Other insurance companies just see a house. They just see a car. But a State Farm agent sees what your home and your car really mean to you. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Call Bill Thompson at 724-463-5333. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is Attorney Patrick Doherty. Do you need legal help? The law office of Patrick Doherty specializes in criminal law, wills, and personal injury. Visit my office at 737 Water Street in Indiana and let me put my years of experience to work for you.
Leading off for Burrell, number 9, Isaac Lasinski.
Coming up now for Burrell, the 7-8-9 hitters. Jack Benedict here with you at the White Township Rec Complex. 2 runs on the board. Indiana leads 2-0. Swing and a foul off the left side for Isaac Lasinski, who is a right-hand pitcher today and a left-handed batter. The pitch from Homer, low for a ball. Number 7 batter up there. Homer's given up 3 hits, but no runs. High and wide for a ball, 2-1. Gavin has thrown 20 2/3 innings coming in to this game with an ERA of 4.74. That's chin music there, and it's 3-1. Sun now popping out on a 70-plus day here. The pitch, ball 4. Well, that's the way Burrell wants to start it, but not so much for Indiana's pitcher, Gavin Homer.
Number 32, Ryan Sheftick.
Ryan Sheftick coming up. He is the catcher. He bats in the number 8 spot. And the pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Two to nothing, Indiana with the lead. Burrell batting, top of the 3rd. Big lead at first. Throw to first, and it's in the, got away, gonna roll all the way to the fence where Love will go pick it up on a wild throw by the pitcher. But I'll tell you what, Lasinski was lucky because he could have been out. That was a very big lead, but the ball was thrown away, and the advancement now on the error by the pitcher. Sheftick, right-hand batter, looks at a strike. Low and away for a ball. The count is 2-1 now on Sheftick. Lasinski is reached base on balls and then advanced on the toss to first, thrown away. That's a low strike that's called. Well, look low here, but not to the umpire, and it's 2-2. Just caught the low strike area. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Sheftick. The pitch. He weakly swings and misses. Second strikeout by Homer.
Now batting, number 6, Dylan McCallop.
Dylan McCallop, right-hand batter, second baseman, hitting in the 9 spot. With 1 out and 1 on in the top of the 3rd, and Indiana leading 2-0. And he lofts this one out of play off the right side, and it is no balls and a strike. Ready to work, Gavin. Fouled back here at the screen, and I must be proud of myself because I didn't even flinch. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second base is Lasinski with 1 man out. Here's the pitch in the dirt, blocked nicely by Stephen Budash, and the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Sun really coming through now, and breeze feels good out there to these fans on hand for Senior Day today. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the number 9 hitter. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is chopped foul outside of first. Count remains 1-2. Two runs for Indiana in the bottom of the second inning. We're in the top of the third now. Burrell batting, and Homer's pitch. It is going to be chopped foul just outside the first base side where Nick Love makes the play, and the count remains 1-2. Dylan McCallop, the batter. And this one is going to be hit into right field, and it will drop where Doherty will go over near the line and make the play, and he gets that ball into home. But the runner on that throw home moves up to second base. No cutoff man there, and it is going to be a hit. Making it a second and third now for Burrell as they threaten here. And Brady Stone, the top of the order, coming to the plate. He singled to left field and then was picked off at first base by Gavin Homer. Fastball is high and wide. 1 ball, no strikes. Two men on at second and third, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul, twisting out of play off the left side. One ball, 1 strike. Lisinski is at third. McCallop is at second, and here's the pitch. Ball hit to the left of Ben Ryan, going to go into left field. That's going to score a run, and it's first and third, and it's a 2-1 game. And Stone is 2 for 2.
Now batting number 15, A.J. McClafferty.
2-1 game now. And McClafferty coming up. A.J. was called out on strikes in the first. And once again, we have runners at the corner, first and third now. As Homer goes into his stretch, runner going, a let up, it is a strike, throw to second base, he's out! Another gun down play by Budash, beautiful play. And the runner at third just held on, he stayed there. Well, sooner or later, they're gonna learn. 2 men out now. Big defensive play for Indiana for catcher Stephen Budash. Runner is at third. The pitch. Breaking ball is a ball they appeal to the home plate to the base umpire, and he calls it a strike. So let's see what the count here. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 on McClafferty with runner at third, the tying run. Strike 3 called on a breaking ball. Well, again, you can credit the catcher with helping to get them out of that play, out of that inning. 1 run in the inning. We had 2 hits. There was 1 man left, and there was an error. So we're going to the bottom of the third. Indiana coming up. Indiana leads in this game over Burrell by a score of 2-1.
Attention pizza lovers, you have to try this pizza. It's simply the best in town. Lutz's Pizza, open for a little more than a month. Word is spreading of just how good this pizza is. Lutz's Pizza offers pizza by the slice, pepperoni, pepperoni mushroom, plain, deluxe, and specialty pizzas like barbecue chicken and pierogi. No other crust compares to this. Stay tuned for grand opening in June. This is a must-stop. Lutz's Pizza, 25 North 8th Street, next to Six Hand Bakery, downtown Indiana.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
This is attorney Patrick Doherty. Do you need legal help? The law office of Patrick Doherty specializes in criminal law, wills, and personal injury. Visit my office at 737 Water Street in Indiana and let me put my years of experience to work for you.
Well, Burrell on the board, but Indiana continues to lead 2-1 as the Indians come to bat in the bottom of the third inning. And, you know, for many, many years, we've been told that a lot of times the guy that makes the good defensive play at the end of one inning leads off the next inning. Such is the case here as catcher Stephen Budash will be leading it off. He's gunned down 2 would-be base stealers today. Budash
now batting
is
Stephen
1 for 1
Budash
with a single and a stolen base today. Isaac Lisinski on the mound has struck out 1, has walked 1. And he's ready to work to the right-hand hitting catcher, leading off the bottom of the third. Swings on the first pitch and he hits it deep into left center field. That ball's going to roll. Budash around first, and he will cruise into second base with a 2-bagger. Beautiful hit. He's having a heck of a day, isn't he?
now batting Ben Ryan.
That's 7 doubles this year for Budash. He leads the team in that department. And Coburn will go in and run for him, a courtesy runner.
Your attention, please. Courtesy running for Budash, number 28, Adam Coburn.
That's 4 hits now
courtesy running
for Indiana. 2 belong to Budash. Ben Ryan coming up. He struck out. 2-1 Indiana leads in the bottom of the third. Nobody out. Fouled it back to the screen. 1 strike. Ryan with some lofty numbers. His slugging percentage is .697. And he is, average-wise, the leading batsman on this team at .419. Coburn leads off second. Breaking ball just stayed up top, and it is a ball and a strike. Clouding up a little bit now, and that's the type of day it is. Breezy with sometimes sunshine, sometimes cloudiness. Looks at a fastball outside, and it's 2-1 now. Ben Ryan, number 3 hitter in the Indiana lineup. Indiana leads 2-1 with Isaac Lisinski on the mound. There's a shot on 1 hop to the second baseman. He'll backhand it. McCallum on to Druga. Runner, however, Coburn advances to third.
now batting Gavin Homer.
So Gavin Homer coming up, and let's see how Burrell plays this with a runner at third and 1 out, and they will bring up the infield. Gavin lined out to the left fielder in the first. We're in the third now. He picks on the first pitch, and this one is drilled deep to left center field, cruising over, and the catch is going to be made by McClafferty. It's going to be a sac fly, and coming in is Coburn with the score, and it's 3-1 on the slack fly. And an RBI for Gavin Homer, helping out his own
Michael
cause.
Tortorella.
We're gonna skate to one song.
Michael Tortorella batting now. Indiana got the run back. Singled, scored a run in the second. He bats here in the third, and he picks on the first pitch and fouls it at the plate. 1 strike on the right-hand batting left fielder, freshman Michael Tortorella. 14 ribbies on the year, one of the tops on the team. Down and away with a fastball, and it's 1-1. That hit by Michael back in the second gives him the lead on the team with 19 hits. Inside on a let-up, and it's 2-1. Nobody on now, 1 run in, 3-1 Indiana. The pitch, and he's going to be 2 for 2 as he lofts this one softly into center field. And Michael's having a heck of a day,
now
too.
batting Lincoln Truesdell.
Second baseman Lincoln Truesdell up now with a hit And a run scored in the second inning. Indiana now with Michael Tortorella at first base. And one run already in. Michael with a very average lead over there at first. Time called at the plate. Well, Lisinski was ready to work, and then timeout was called by Sheftick, the catcher, and again, trying to find the same page here in the same book with pitcher and catcher. That happened earlier in the game. And now I think we're ready to work with a runner at first base. Here's the pitch. Runner going. It's a chopper to the left of the third baseman, and the ball rolls under Kirkshart's glove. And Indiana keeps it alive with an error on the third baseman.
Brandon Yanity.
And 2 men on now with 2 outs and a chance to keep it going. Brandon Yanity batting now, the shortstop who flied out to right field the first time. The pitch, he picks on the first pitch and he pops it up behind the plate and out of play. Sheftick had to give it a look here, took the mask off and couldn't find it, but no chance, out of play, 1 strike. Yanity batting .312 coming into this game. Picks on the second pitch, and he lofts this one into center field. Drifting over to his left is McCafferty. Make the catch, and the inning is over. But Indiana gets the run back. There were a couple of men left in that inning. They did pick up 2 hits, 1 run, 2 hits, and an error, and 2 left. 3 innings in the book. Indiana leads Burrell 3-1.
1 run on 2 hits.
Thinking of adding a pet to your family, consider adopting, not shopping. Local shelters have great dogs, cats, and other animals waiting for a forever home. Please support Four-Footed Friends, ICHS, and other local shelters when looking for a new pet. And don't surprise someone with a pet, but with a promise to adopt a pet that they choose.
In sports, game plans are essential to the success of the team. The same can be said for the game of life. What kind of game plan do you have to protect your valuable assets like home, car, business, income, renters, motorcycles, and IRAs? When was the last time you had a comprehensive insurance review? The William G. Meckling Insurance Agency can develop a game plan just for you. For a comprehensive insurance review, call the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, 1359 Philadelphia Street, Indiana, because it's always something.
Home. What do you see? Do you just see 2 stories or the stories of your toddler's first steps? Now think about your car. Do you see an odometer reading or your kids reading in the back seat? Other insurance companies just see a house. They just see a car. But a State Farm agent sees what your home and your car really mean to you. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Call Bill Thompson at 724-463-5333. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Strike 1 on the batter. Joe Druga leading off the 4th inning for Burrell. That's in the number 3 spot. He's the first baseman. 1 strike on him. Breaking ball is high, 1-1. Druga singled in the first inning and then was erased trying to steal second base as Budash threw him out. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 1-2. Indiana added a run, got it back there in the bottom of the 3rd, and lead in this game 3-1. There's a shot in the left field between short and 3rd. Tortorella makes the play out there, and Druga is 2 for 2.
Now batting the designated hitter, Phil Walsh.
Phil Walsh coming up, the DH. 6 hits for Burrell now, but they only have the run. Walsh, the D8, flied out to right field the first time up. Let's That's not even close to the plate with a fast one outside. 1 ball. Ball and no strikes on Walsh. Drugo leads off first. Swing, and the ball going to be hit in the hole. It's short. This is a tough play, and it's going to be no play. Yanity went over, kept it by his side, but he couldn't make the play. And it's an infield hit, and 2 on, and nobody out here.
Now batting, number 10, Shaggy Kensich.
Right fielder, Shaggy Kensovich, looks at a strike on the inside corner. 2 on, nobody out. Burrell threatening again here in the 4th inning. Gavin Homer throwing a lot of pitches, and they're coming at him again. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Runners lead from first and second. Took something off that pitch, but the ball stayed upstairs, and it's 1 and 2. Tristan Kensovich. 1 ball, 2 strikes on him. 2 on, nobody out. Inside fastball, and it's tied at 2-2. 3-1 lead for Indiana. But another threat here by Burrell. Here's the pitch. High chopper. Second base, Trutzel going to go to short for 1. They erase the middleman. And that play going from 4 to 6. That'll be on the fielder's choice. First and third now with 1 out. And the third baseman, Quade Kirchards, coming up. And he hit a soft liner to Trutzel. And that was an easy double play back in the second. We are in the top of the 4th. The pitch outside. Good play by Budash. Diving to keep it in play. 1 ball. 3-1 Indiana with the lead. Burrell batting top of the 4th. They have the corners occupied. The fastball is not in there. It's upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Kirchhoff's batting with runners at first and third. Time called. First and third. Here's the pitch from Homer in the dirt. And the count goes to 3-0. Gavin has walked 1 batter, and that was Lasinski, to lead off the third. We're batting now. Burrell is in the 4th. There, that's another walk. That'll load him up here with Budash going out to talk to Gavin Homer, his pitcher, and Lasinski coming up. He drew the walk his first time up back in the 3rd. We are now in the 4th with the bases jammed and 1 man out.
Isaac Lasinski.
And Indiana leading 3-1. Indiana came away with a win yesterday, 5-0. Infield is back, looking for the double play. Swings, and he nubs it off the left side, foul. Got in on the hands that time, and he went after that first pitch. Ryan even with the bag at third. And Love up a little bit at first. Strike 2. Gavin Homer getting ahead of his pitching counterpart here in Lasinski, and Gavin working from the windup. Outside on a let-up, 1-2. 3-1 lead, Indiana. Burrell batting top of the 4th. Sun back with us, and the breeze has kicked up the flag out there. Straightaway center field a little more. Here's the pitch. Ooh, he just missed it, and it is 2-2. Might be able to pick up the win in our field mic here a little bit. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging. Big strikeout.
Now batting number
Third
32,
strikeout of the
Ryan
game for Gavin
Sheffield.
Homer. And now he tries to get out of it. He'll have to deal with the right-hand hitting catcher, Ryan Sheffield. He struck out last inning. Homer's pitch. Right line drive off the glove of Homer. It's going to be an infield hit. And then they threw the ball away. Should have eaten it. That's going to score 2 runs. Yeah, that's going to be an infield hit. An RBI. And that scored Druga. And then an error on Truzel, the second baseman. And that allowed Kensovich to score.
Now batting number 6, Dylan McKellop.
So a couple of runs now, and we are tied up at 3-3. Going to get a courtesy runner here for the catcher.
Courtesy runner for the catcher, number 2, Ryan Bates. Bates running for Sheffield.
This is Ryan Bate. Is the courtesy runner for the catcher. And the inning is still going. And the number 9 hitter, ball in the dirt. Here comes a runner coming home, and he will slide in safely. And Burrell takes the lead on a wild pitch by Gavin Homer. That ball didn't get out there too far, but Gavin got a little slow start off the mound, and it's a 4-3 game. Yeah, it's been quite an inning here. Almost got out of it, but just couldn't do it. And now Homer will try to come back. Gavin will as he throws a strike. And the count is a ball and a strike on the number 9 hitter in the Burrell lineup. He is 1 for 1 today in the dirt at the plate, 2-1. Ready to work. And the pitch. Ground ball, second base. Truzel comes in, makes the play on to first, and the inning is over. So we're going into the bottom of the 4th inning. And Indiana's got some work to do here in the game at the White Township Complex. And we'll be back with you right after we take this time out.
Person who enjoys arts and crafts, then 7th Street Marquetry is the place for you. 7th Street Marquetry is a handmade artisans boutique featuring local artisans, crafters, and goods from around the U.S. Pottery, soaps, candles, goat cheeses, yogurts, teas, coffees, jellies, antiques, workshops, and more. Christina Nickel is also the originator of It's a Wonderful Life jewelry line. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays, 10 to 3. Visit 7th Street Marquetry, 672 Philadelphia Street, Indiana.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
This is Attorney Patrick Doherty. Do you need legal help? The Law Office of Patrick Doherty specializes in criminal law, wills, and personal injury. Visit my office at 737 Water Street in Indiana and let me put my years of experience to work for you.
Now batting Garrison Doherty.
Indiana's got some work to do after Burrell came up with 3 runs, 3 hits. They left a couple of men on in the last inning, but they lead now by a 4-3 count, and so the Indians will go to work with the lower end of their order, and leading off the right fielder, Garrison Doherty, swings and he fouls it to the screen, 1 strike. Drew a base on balls back in the 2nd inning. batting in the number 8 spot today. The pitch, a let up, is low, 1-1. Well, some good plays defensively and some bad plays today by Indiana. And they now trail 4-3. Here's the pitch. He chops it to third. Short hop in and out of the glove of the third baseman, who rifles it over to first, and they got him as Kirchhardt hung with it. Ball popped out of his glove momentarily, but it stayed right there, and the play goes from 5-3. Tim Birch coming up. Number 9 batter. Went out pitcher to first, picked up an RBI. We're the bottom of the 4th inning, and Indiana trails 4-3. He takes the first pitch, and he lines it right to the shortstop, right in his tracks, and Brady Stone didn't even have to move. 1 pitch, 2 down. Top of the order, Zach Tortorella coming up.
Now batting, Zach Tortorella.
A little bit of instruction from Bill Thompson, his head coach. Zach has popped up and flied out. He's 0 for 2 today. He looks at a strike. He had a good day yesterday. 2 for 2, scored a run. His average up to 348 coming into this game. Let up outside, a ball and a strike. Leads the team in runs scored and stolen bases. Now the pitch. Chops it foul off the left side, and it is 1-2. Indiana batting, bottom of the 4th. Wind kicking up a bit here at the White Township Recreation Complex. Jack Benedict with you on Tuesday afternoon. Here's the pitch. Chopper to the right of the second baseman. Got to throw the speedy runner out, and he did. 4-3 on the play, and it's a 3-up and 3-down inning for Indiana.
4th inning, no runs, no hits, no one left.
We go to the top of the 5th, and Burrell 4 and Indiana 3.
Attention pizza lovers, you have to try this pizza. It's simply the best in town. Lutz's Pizza, open for a little more than a spreading of just how good this pizza is. Lutz's Pizza offers pizza by the slice, pepperoni, pepperoni mushroom, plain, deluxe, and specialty pizzas like barbecue chicken and pierogi. No other crust compares to this. Stay tuned for grand opening in June. This is a must-stop. Lutz's Pizza, 25 North 8th Street, next to Six Hand Bakery, downtown Indiana.
Thinking of adding a pet to your family? Consider adopting, not shopping. Local shelters have great dogs, cats, and other animals waiting for a forever home. Please support Four-Footed Friends, ICHS, and other local shelters when looking for a new pet. And don't surprise someone with a pet, but with a promise to adopt a pet that they choose.
This is Attorney Patrick Doherty. Do you need legal help? The Law Office of Patrick Doherty specializes in criminal law, wills, and personal injury. Visit my office at 737 Water Street in Indiana and let me put my years of experience to work for you.
These changes for Indiana, now pitching number 5, Caden Homer. Gavin Homer moves to shortstop. Brandon Yennedy moves to first base.
So we have some changes for Indiana now, and Caden Homer will be replacing Gavin Homer. Yannity moves over to first base, and Gavin takes over at shortstop. 4-3 score. Burrell has the lead on Indiana as we go to the top of the 5th inning. For Gavin, he gave up 4 runs in his 4 innings.
Brady Stone.
Struck out 3, 2 walks, wild pitch, and he trails in the game 4-3. Here's the first pitch, and the first pitch is a ground ball to the second baseman. Trussell comes over and he makes the play to first. And it is 4-3 on the play. One pitch, one out.
Now batting number 18, Justin Highland.
Well, coming up now, they make a change with the hitter, and it's going to be Justin Highland, a sophomore, batting here in the 5th inning with one out and nobody on. Burrell leading Indiana by a score 4-3. Highland takes a strike. Nobody on, one out. The pitch outside with a fastball, 1-1. Druga on deck. Highland batting for McCafferty. Caden's pitch. That's a foul tip at the plate and a strike. Nobody on, one out. Burrell batting top of the 5th with a 4-3 lead on Indiana. There's another let up for a ball, and the count is even up at 2-2. Stone, after that ground out, 2 for 3 now as a leadoff man for Burrell. Pitch down the right side, and that's going to be foul. Two balls, two strikes. Don't forget the Teddy Bear Fund Drive game this coming weekend, and that'll be on Saturday. That pitch just missed for a ball, and it's full now, 3-2. That's at the Homer Center Complex, Homer Center, Indiana. Teddy Bear Fund Drive annual game. Here's the pitch. He walked him. Third walk given up by Indiana pitching today. One on, one out. Brings up Joe Druga, the first baseman, who's 2 for 2.
Joe Druga.
2 singles, both to left field. He's batting in the 3rd spot. Burrell with a record of 4-8 overall, 3-6 in league play. Here's the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. One-run lead for Burrell, 4-3. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. One ball, one strike on Druga. Highland takes his lead from first. Decent one, too. Check swing, strike. Completely fooled. In fact, well, he had 2 strikes. That's strike 3.
Designated hitter, Phil Walsh.
Yeah, lost track of the count, and that strikeout is the first for Caden Homer. 2 men out now. Bringing up the cleanup hitter, the designated hitter in Phil Walsh. Fly to right and got on base on an infield hit. Looks at a pitch in the dirt for a ball. Runner at first for Burrell in the top of the 5th. Leading Indiana 4-3, 2 men out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. One ball, one strike. Ready to work from the stretch. In the dirt, this will go back to the screen, the wild pitch, and into second base, Highland. Wild pitches cost Indiana a run earlier in this game. So, with a runner in scoring position, Walsh will step back in from the right side, and Caden Homer will be delivering inside. 3 balls, 1 strike on Phil Walsh. Wind kicking up again. 3 balls and a strike, runner at second base, 2 men out. Here's the pitch. He nubbed it to the right of the second baseman. Truesdell makes the play, lobs it to first, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits. There was a walk. One man left. Coming up, bottom of the fifth, Indiana coming up. They trail. Burrell leads in this game, 4-3 over Indiana.
No runs, no hits, one man left. Your score remains Burrell 4, Indiana 3.
At your home, what do you see? Do you just see two stories or the stories of your toddler's first steps? Now think about your car. Do you see an odometer reading or your kids reading in the back seat? Other insurance companies just see a house. They just see a car. But a State Farm agent sees what your home and your car really mean to you. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Call Bill Thompson at 724-463-5333. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
We're back at the White Township Recreation Complex. This is Jack Benedict with you. Indiana High Baseball, wherever you may be listening, viewing, or doing both. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. Indiana 2-3-4 hitters coming up. Indians trail in this game by a score of 4-3. Picked up 2 runs in the second, 1 in the third. But Burrell has come back and taken the lead. And Isaac Lisinski has gone all the way. He is into his fifth inning now, the right-hander. Ready to work to Stephen Budash, who's had a really good day. And he takes a look at a changeup that hits the corner for a strike. Stephen at the plate is 2 for 2. He has singled and doubled. He has scored, and he has a stolen base today. And defensively, he's thrown out 2 runners. Ball upstairs, 1-1. Budash batting .375 with 8 ribbies coming into this game. He lofts this one off the right side in foul territory. And Druga, the first baseman, is going to drift back into fair territory. In any event, he made the catch. Boy, the wind got hold of that thing. One out. Ben Ryan coming up. Ben Ryan is from the right side, has 0 for 2 today. Swings and he fouls it back to the screen for a strike. .419 hitter coming in, 0 for 2 today. And the pitch, this one does a up the middle base hit. Solidly hit right up the middle and bends on with 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Indiana trails 4-3. That hit by Ben Ryan is his 19th on the year, so he's trails Michael Tortorella by 1. Michael has 2 today. Here's Gavin Homer coming up with 1 on, 1 out, and he will swing and hit the same spot, center field. Base hit, 2 on now, and Indiana now making their comeback, trailing 4-3 with 1 out. And Michael Tortorella, who's 2 for 2, is coming up. Seven hits for Indiana. In addition to being 2 for 2, Michael has scored a run. There's a chance to keep it going here. Get Indiana back on the board in the bottom of the fifth inning. Isaac Lisinski ready to pitch. In the dirt, that's going to head back to the screen. And on the wild pitch, Indiana runners move up. And now your tying runs at third and the lead runners at second base. We'll see how they're going to play it here with one man out. Play it defensively. And they're playing back middle infield. Swinging a ground ball to third baseman. Big hop. He's going to look to throws it home. Safe. Well, the hesitation by Churkhartz. He wound up and was ready to go to first and realized there's a runner coming home. And he threw it home and the head first slide, and we're tied at 4.
Now batting, Lincoln.
And the lead run is now over at third base as Ben Ryan scores.
Now batting, Lincoln Truzel.
Truzel coming up. Gavin Homer over at third. Michael Tortorella at first. Truzel is 1 for 2. Runner going, gets a strike. Throw to second base. And standing safely. No advancement by Homer at third. So another run in scoring position here for Indiana, putting the pressure on, running the bases. And the infield now coming up. We are tied at 4. The pitch high. Woof. Good play by the catcher, Ryan Sheftick. He had to go upstairs to make that play. 1 ball, 1 strike, second and third. 1 man out, tie game at 4. Popped up into right center field, and it's going to drop. Wow, I thought he made the catch. Runner's going to score, and it's going to be another first and third, and Indiana takes the lead. I don't know what happened over there. It's the right fielder. Kensovich came over, looked like he was going to make the catch, and it dropped in. So Homer scores, and Indiana regains the lead. And Tortorella moves over to third base. Two runs here in the 5th inning. And Indiana now comes back to take the lead at 5-4. Runner going. Yanity hits one left field. And running, a diving attempt. No, it is. Oh, they called him out. They made the catch. Tortorella came home. The base umpire called him out. Weibel making a diving catch.
Now batting, Garrison Doherty.
Well, that was a heck of a play out there. Garrison Doherty coming up now with a runner. Tortorella coming home. Runner at first with 2 men out. Again running. Another wild pitch. Into second base goes Truzel. Well, Lisinski's thrown a lot of pitches and losing some control here, and a couple of wild pitches have hurt him. And Doherty trying to knock in another run. Takes it upstairs for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. .64 Indiana. Here's the pitch. That's too tall. 1 ball. 3 balls. Lisinski's pitch. Strike. 3-1. 3 hits in the inning for Indiana. Now the pitch, runner going. It's upstairs. Throw to third, and he's going to be out. Play goes from 2 to 5. So Doherty gets a walk, but he'll never reach the base. And the out recorded from on 2 to 5 was the play that ends the inning. But a good inning for Indiana. They picked up 3 more, and we're going into the 6th inning now. We've played 5 innings of this game, and Indiana leads Burrell 6-4.
Attention pizza lovers! You have to try this pizza. It's simply the best in town. Lutz's Pizza. Open for a little more than a month. Word is spreading of just how good this pizza is. Lutz's Pizza offers pizza by the slice, pepperoni, pepperoni mushroom, plain, deluxe, and specialty pizzas like barbecue chicken and pierogi. No other crust compares to this. Stay tuned for grand opening in June. This is a must-stop. Lutz's Pizza, 25 North 8th Street, next to Six Hand Bakery, downtown Indiana.
We have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
With the 3 runs in the last inning, Indiana now has regained the lead in this seesaw game, 6-4. The pitch, the right fielder is up there. That's Kenzovich, and he takes a strike from Caden Homer, second pitcher for Indiana on the day. Outside the ball, 1-1. One 0 for 1 today for Kenzovich, who looks at a ball. Hit into a double play, drew a walk in the 4th, and scored in that inning. Here's the pitch. Swings at a high pitch and doesn't get it. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 call. Fifth strikeout for Indiana pitching, number 2 by Caden Homer. Quade Kirchard coming up, third baseman, right-hand batter. Ball 1 as he ducks down out of the way. Hit into a double play and walked. The pitch. Popped off the right side into short right field. Coming in is Doherty. He'll make the catch. 2 down.
Now batting number 9, Isaac Lasinski.
Isaac Lasinski, today's pitcher for Burrell, has walked, scored a run, struck out. 0 for 1. I don't know if we've had, let's see, we had, we had a double play. We had a man thrown out at first. I'm looking for a 1-2-3 inning. And Indiana, that's a ball outside to Lasinski. So they've had the aid of defense that's helped them. And this may be, if they get through this inning, would be the only one we're seeing. There's a strike of 3 up and 3 down. Top of the 6th, Indiana leads by a score of 6-4 over Burrell. The pitch, breaking ball is low, 2-1. Sixth inning at the White Township Recreation Complex. Caden Homer's pitch, ground ball, shortstop. Gavin Homer in, throws the first. There's your 3 up, 3 down in the 6th inning for Burrell.
For Burrell in the top of the 6th.
Bottom of the 6th, Indiana holds on to a lead over Burrell, 6-4. We'll be back with a Renda telecast today after this timeout.
Person who enjoys arts and crafts, then 7th Street Marquetry is the place for you. 7th Street Marquetry is a handmade artisans boutique featuring local artisans, crafters, and goods from around the U.S. Pottery, soaps, candles, goat cheeses, yogurts, teas, coffees, jellies, antiques, workshops, and more. Christina Nickel is also the originator of It's a Wonderful Life jewelry line. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays, 10 to 3. Visit 7th Street Marquetry, 672 Philadelphia Street, Indiana.
In sports, game plans are essential to the success of the team. The same can be said for the game of life. What kind of game plan do you have to protect your valuable assets like home, car, business, income, renters, motorcycles, and IRAs? When was the last time you had a comprehensive insurance review? The William G. Meckling Insurance Agency can develop a game plan just for you. For a comprehensive insurance review, call the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, 1359 Philadelphia Street, Indiana, because it's always something.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
This is Attorney Patrick Doherty. Do you need legal help? The Law Office of Patrick Doherty specializes in criminal law, wills, and personal injury. Visit my office at 737 Water Street in Indiana and let me put my years of experience to work for you.
We are in the bottom of the sixth inning. We have a new pitcher.
Number 32,
Ryan Sheftick switches from behind the plate to the mound, and he will be in relief of Isaac Lisinski.
Leading off for Indiana, number 25, Tim Birch.
Tim Birch, the number 9 batter in the Indiana lineup, will bat here to lead off the bottom of the sixth. Indiana leading 6-4 over Burrell, trying to win their 9th game of the year. The first pitch is inside and almost hit Birch, ball 1. Birch went out pitcher to first and then got an RBI back there in the second inning, and then line drive was handled by the shortstop, so he's 1 for 2. That's a strike for 1-1 now. Top of the order, Zach Tortorella on deck. As Indiana bats in the sixth, they lead Burrell 6-4. Foul off the left side and over the Burrell dugout. One ball, 2 strikes. Ryan Sheftick. Birch pops this one to the left field, going back and over toward the line to shortstop. Jones makes the Stone, that is, makes the catch, and it's 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting Zach Tortorella.
Zach Tortorella coming up. Tortorella 0 for 3. Sheftick's pitch. Ball 1 low. One ball, no strikes. The pitch outside, 2-0. You can be assured if Zach gets on, he's going to be motoring. He leads the team in stolen bases. 2-0 pitch. Strike at the knees, 2-1. Sun popping in and out today. Constant light breeze. Strike 2, same spot, 2-2. 1 down, nobody on. Indiana batting, bottom of the sixth. They lead it 6-4 over Burrell. 2-2 pitch. Hit off the top of the bat and dribbles over in front of the Indiana dugout. He barely got any kind of a bat on that one, just the top part. But he stays alive at 2-2. Strike 3 called. Breaking ball got him. Two down. And Stephen Budash coming up. 2 for 3 today. Seftic's pitch in the dirt for a ball. Well, we had 3 up and 3 down last time, and this is what, that's a ball. 2-0, it's what Mr. Sheftik is trying to do here to the Indiana bats in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs and nobody on. Budash looks a strike. 6-4 Indiana leading this game and batting in the bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball down and away. 3-1. Three-one pitch. He lines this one. Leaping grab beautifully by the shortstop, Brady Stone. And the inning is over. 3 up and 3 down. We've played 6 innings. Indiana leads Burrell by a score of 6-4.
For Indiana, in the bottom of the 6th, no runs on no hits, no one left.
In sports, game plans are essential to the success of the team. The same can be said for the game of life. What kind of game plan do you have to protect your valuable assets like home, car, business, income, renters, motorcycles, and IRAs? When was the last time you had a comprehensive insurance review? The William G. Meckling Insurance Agency can develop a game plan just for you. For a comprehensive insurance review, call the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, 1359 Philadelphia Street, Indiana, because it's always something.
Attention pizza lovers, you have to try this pizza. It's simply the best in town. Lutz's Pizza, open for a little more than a month. Word is spreading of just how good this pizza is. Lutz's Pizza offers pizza by the slice, pepperoni, mushroom, plain, deluxe, and specialty pizzas like barbecue chicken and pierogi. No other crust compares to this. Stay tuned for grand opening in June. This is a must-stop. Lutz's Pizza, 25 North 8th Street, next to Six Hand Bakery, downtown Indiana.
About your home, what do you see? Do you just see 2 stories, or the stories of your toddler's first steps? Now think about your car. Do you see an odometer reading, or your kids reading in the back seat? Other insurance companies just see a house. They just see a car. But a State Farm agent sees what your home and your car really mean to you. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Call Bill Thompson at 724-463-5333. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The law office of Patrick Doherty.
Jack Benedict here as we go to the 7th inning. Top of the 7th, Indiana leading 6-4. And Caden Homer has came on. This will be his 3rd inning of pitching. He has given up no runs, no hits, and he has walked 1. And he throws a ball down low to Ryan Sheftik, the number 8 batter in the order. Ball 1 and no strike. Sheftik has struck out and had an infield hit and had an RBI. And this one is hit into short left field where Tortorella comes over and Michael makes the catch. Michael Tortorella with a diving catch, getting congratulated out there. A glad hand from his brother Zach. 1 up and 1 down. And that'll bring up Dylan McCallop. Here in the 7th inning, he's 1 for 2. Homer could be, Caden could be the winning pitcher here. He throws inside, ball 1. Indiana leads 6-4. I want to mention some news that we heard earlier today. 1 ball, no strike. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner. IUP grad and Pro Football Hall of Fame writer Ed Bouchette has announced his retirement. The pitch. Swing and a fly ball, right field, to his left. Garrison Doherty makes the catch, 2 up and 2 down. 1 out away from a victory. Ed Bouchette, who was named back in 2014 to the Pro Football Hall of Fame as a writer. Canton, Ohio, and of course a grad of IUP, distinguished alumni member, and started here in Indiana. Grad of IUP, and we wish him well in retirement. Outstanding career. 2 down, nobody on. The pitch. Breaking ball inside, ball 1. Brady Stone up there, the leadoff man in the lineup for Burrell. He's 2 for 3, and he's knocked in a run. The pitch outside, ball 2, 2-0. 7 in a row retired by Homer. Caden's delivery fouled off to the left, 2-1. Caden is a sophomore, so Coach Thompson will be looking for good things for him, not only in the playoffs, but in the future. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Not over yet. There's no time frame in this game. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 down, nobody on. Indiana trying to wrap it up here with a victory. And a ball that is going to be fair. It hit the fair or foul line, and then Stone, rounding first, falls over the bag, and that cost him an extra base. I looked over there, and he was down on the ground, but he's 3 for 4 today. That ball just barely hit the line. The fair foul line, and whatever you want to call it.
Now batting number 2.
Going the opposite way with the left-hand batter, so that brings up the tying run at the plate. And let's see who's batting here with 2 men out. This is Ryan Bates. He entered the game just away, has not batted in the game today. Pitch inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes on Ryan Bates. Came in as a defensive player about an inning ago, his first at bat. Runner at first base is Stone. The pitch from Caden Homer, bounced it back to the screen, and Stone moves on into second base on the wild pitch. Pitcher going to, and Bill Thompson going to call time here and talk to his pitcher on that wild pitch by Caden Homer. And we'll keep it right here in the booth as everybody groups around the young pitcher on the mound, and Bill Thompson, who is familiar with a lot of folks in the baseball world around this area and region. Of course, IUP Hall of Famer, not only a baseball, but football player at IUP. So he tells everybody, here's what we do. Now let's see if they do it. Stone returns to second base as the runner. 2 men out. Burrell batting top of the 7th. Indiana leads 6-4. The pitch. Strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike on Ryan Bates. As Caden Homer's trying to close it out for the Indians. The pitch. Bounced it up there. Runner is going to third. He made it standing. I don't know how smart that is with 2 men out and your team down by 2 runs in the 7th inning, but no play by Budash. It was a wild pitch. That's the 3rd wild pitch that Caden Homer has thrown. Now Bates, Homer pitches. Check swing, ground ball, foul, first base side. Back in the batter's box with 2 men out, runner at third. Indiana leads 6-4. Burrell bats top of the 7th. The pitch. Threw it wild, just going to score a run. And it is 6-5, and Bates trots on down to first base. Three wild pitches in this inning.
Now batting number 24.
And that's going to be it for Caden Homer. So we're going to have a new pitcher coming in. I'm going to take a break here with Indiana. The situation in the top of the 7th. Burrell batting. Indiana leads 6-5. The tying run is at first. We'll be back in a moment with more coverage of Indiana High baseball after we take this timeout.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Thinking of adding a pet to your family, consider adopting, not shopping. Local shelters have great dogs, cats, and other animals waiting for a forever home. Please support Four-Footed Friends, ICHS, and other local shelters when looking for a new pet. And don't surprise someone with a pet, but with a promise to adopt a pet that they choose.
Well, we have a new pitcher for Indiana. He is Connor Giese, who finished up yesterday's game with an inning. He's a right-hander. He's a junior. His ERA is 3.60. He has thrown 23 and
number 17,
a third innings. He has the most appearances on the team. This is his 12th appearance. But he's got a tough task up there. His team leads 6-5. The tying run is at first base. And he's got to go to the number 3 batter in the Burrell lineup, Joe Druga, who is 2 for 3 today. Right-hand hitter. That's the tying run at first. Giese's pitch. He hit him. And now the lead run goes to first. Man, oh, Dave, we've had 3 wild pitches and a hit batsman in this inning.
Now batting the designated hitter, Phil.
And now the DH. This doesn't get any easier. And, of course, 90 feet closer. With Bates, the tying run at second. Druga is at first. And Phil Walsh, the cleanup hitter, DH, is 1 for 3. Giese works. Swing and a miss. That wasn't a hard fastball, just a little bit off it, but Walsh couldn't get it. Top of the 7th, Burrell batting. They trail 6-5. They have 2 men on. Connor Giese trying to close it out for Indiana. But this has been an adventuresome inning after 2 men out. 0-1 pitch. He lunges and hits it back to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. So as a pitcher, sometime with an 0-2, you like to maybe have a waste pitch. But we've had so many waste pitches in the dirt today, especially 3 wild pitches in this inning. 0-2 pitch to Walsh. Here it is. Lunges and keeps it alive, and he fouls it back to the screen. Just got a piece of that thing. Two runners on. First and second for Burrell. They trail Indiana 6-5. Time called by the home plate umpire, Tony Satil. Or somebody called it, and he allowed it. Now everybody back in position. The pitch. Fouls it off to the right, and again, Giese is keeping that ball away from the strength of the right-hand hitter, big, strong right-hand batting Phil Walsh. Walsh, on the other hand, going the other way and fouling off pitch after pitch. The pitch. Outside for a ball, staying again away from him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, we've had quite a go here in this 7th inning. Indiana clinging to a 6-5 lead. Connor Giese, here's this pitch. Struck him out. Game over. Indiana wins. Giese came on and finished it up with a big strikeout, and the inning showed 1 run, and they left 2 men on base. We'll be back to wrap it up. Indiana gets the win. They defeat Burrell by a score of 6-5. We'll be right back with a wrap-up right after this.
We have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
About your home, what do you see? Do you just see 2 stories or the stories of your toddler's first steps? Now think about your car. Do you see an odometer reading or your kids reading in the back seat? Other insurance companies just see a house. They just see a car. But a State Farm agent sees what your home and your car really mean to you. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Call Bill Thompson at 724-463-5333. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Attention pizza lovers! You have to try this pizza. It's simply the best in town. Lutz's Pizza. Open for a little more than a month. Word is spreading of just how good this pizza is. Lutz's Pizza offers pizza by the slice, pepperoni, pepperoni mushroom, plain, deluxe, and specialty pizzas like barbecue chicken and pierogi. No other crust compares to this. Stay tuned for grand opening in June. This is a must-stop. Lutz's Pizza, 25 North 8th Street, next to Six Hand Bakery, downtown Indiana.
Jack Benedict back here at the White Township Recreation Complex, where Indiana holds on and defeats Burrell by a score of 6-5, beat them the second day in a row, and Indiana comes away with a victory. Gavin Homer pitched the first 4 innings. Caden Homer came on for 2 2/3, and then he ran into control problems, and they called on Connor Giese to come in and get a save, and he struck out Phil Walsh with 2 men on for Burrell in the 7th inning. For Indiana, the line score 6 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors. For Burrell, 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Burrell left 6 men on base. And let's see, Indiana left 5 men left on base for Indiana in this game today. That had been a problem earlier in the year for them. So the win goes, as we said, to Caden Homer in relief, and Connor Giese coming in for close it out, second day in a row. He did that yesterday following the fine starting pitching by Garrison Doherty. For Indiana, Stephen Budash had a single and a double in this game. Gavin Homer had a hit. Ben Ryan had a hit. Michael Tortorella had a hit, and 2 hits, as a matter of fact, in this one. Trussell had a hit in this game for Indiana, and an RBI for Tim Birch as they come away with the win. It puts Indiana 9-6 and 6-4 in league play. They've already solidified a playoff spot. Burrell drops to 4-9 and 3-7. Next broadcast for Indiana will be on the 13th with our old friend John Flickinger and his Dairy Trojans will be coming in, and we'll have that. Don't forget the Teddy Bear Fun Drive game this coming Saturday. That'll be at Homer Center with Indiana and Homer in a 6 o'clock deal on Saturday. So I want to thank producer here, Jake Slobodnik, and Jack Benedict, bidding you very pleasant good evening, with Indiana coming away with a 6-5 win over Burrell. Have a Major League night.